My name is Amory, and today I'm going to be interviewing Haley, Logan, Mish, and Willow on if they prefer to be warm or cold. Haley is my expert today. She knows all about being warm and the perfect ways to do it. So, on to the video. Thank you so much, Haley, for being my interviewee today. Yep. So I'm going to start off with a few questions. I already know how you feel because you're a professional at feeling this way. But do you prefer the cold or the warm?
I prefer the warm because I do not want to be freezing, especially when you go to bed and you're so cold that you just can't sleep.
Right. How do you accomplish that? How do you usually stay warm?
I usually stay warm with 1 or 2 blankets and just put extra layers on.
Extra layers? That's perfect. Do you ever like to sit by the fire or anything?
Sometimes I do when I'm camping.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's a good one. That is a good one. Thank you so much, Haley.
Yep.
Hi, Logan.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming in and letting me interview you. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, starting with, do you prefer to be cold or warm?
Warm.
Warm? Why?
When you're cold, you're shivering and you're moving around and over, and it actually kind of hurts when you get really cold in the hands. When you're like you lose feeling. When you're warm, it's not like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. How do you accomplish that?
Accomplish what?
Being warm.
Oh, I put a lot of blankets on myself.
Blankets. Do you ever like to sit by the fire?
I don't have a fire in my home. If I did, I'd have to call 911.
That's so fair. That's a very good answer, actually. Do you have any pets that you like to snuggle up with to keep you warm?
Cat, Magnus. He's a little funny little black cat.
Does he help keep you warm?
Yeah.
That's always a good one. That's all I have for today. Thank you, Logan. Get started here. Do you prefer to be cold or warm?
Cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
That is an answer that I have not yet heard. Why is that?
I like being cold more because, if I'm cold, then I can just keep putting layers on.
That's fair.
And also, because of how my brain works, if it's too warm, I can't sleep. So I will crank the cold up and I'll just kind of freeze myself until I fall asleep.
That is a good answer, honestly. So you accomplish that just kind of by turning up the AC and whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's nice to be warm. It's nice when I'm wanting to be cozy, but practicality-wise, if we're thinking logically, cold has more solutions.
That's so fair. So do you like the wintertime better than summer then? No.
I get winter depression along with my normal. So.
Me too, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you love to eat cold foods and ice cream and stuff?
Yes, I like ice cream and stuff too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, thank you so much for answering those questions. And thank you for giving me a different answer. I definitely haven't experienced that yet. Thank you, Mish.
Of course.
This is Willow. Thank you so much for coming in for a little bit. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. Starting off, do you prefer to be cold or warm?
Definitely warm. Cold makes me very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's fair. So how do you accomplish being warm? What is the biggest, most common thing you usually do to stay warm?
I always wear socks, and I love curling up in a blanket at home for the majority of the day. Good.
Do you wear socks to bed?
I do. I can't stand not to.
You wear socks to bed.
My feet feel like they're dried and shriveled up if I don't.
Wow. That's a new one. I'm not going to lie. Socks to bed is not something you hear of very often. No judgment here, though. No judgment here. That was Haley, Logan, Mish, and Willow. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you got some good insight on how the perfect ways of being warm or cold is.